All right, let's get this started. From what I know of the schedule, where it's coming out later tonight, is Kansas City will play at Dallas 4:45 on Thanksgiving Day. That game is on CBS. Detroit doesn't have an opponent, and NBC, I don't know if they got their night game yet. Also, Detroit is playing the Vikings on Christmas Day. Kansas City is playing Christmas Day. There's no opponent yet. Green Bay will play opening day at 4:25 Eastern, hosting Detroit, and then they'll play on the usually Fox has a stay alone game in the sweeps in November, and they'll be home that day for the rematch with the Philadelphia Eagles. I believe that would be. Let me check the calendar real quick. I think that game is very early November on Fox, and they'll play on Fox also opening day against Detroit. They host Detroit. They host the Eagles. That's two of their six road games. The reason why the Steelers wanted to switch Minnesota and Green Bay. It was supposed to be Green Bay and Dublin, Ireland. They want the Packers on prime time in Pittsburgh. So later tonight, when we do the schedule, late tonight, I'll be back on at 7:30 Eastern time to then get the pregame show of the schedule. We'll find out more of where these teams have played, their schedule. Let me tell you who the Titans are playing for you Cam Ward fans. Someone's going to Nashville. Well, I'm gonna let you know right now. Leaks are coming out all over the place. All right, Denver will be in Tennessee. That's a 4 o'clock game on Fox. Oh, really? So I guess CBS must have the doubleheader then. Oh, they got the time wrong. So, oh, it's Tennessee at Denver. Okay. So Denver will host Tennessee opening day. If you care about that game, I don't care about that game. I'm not expecting picking fantasy players from either squad there, so I don't have to worry about it. If you know what I mean. So, so those are some of the leaks that are coming out right now with the schedule. Good night tonight. Fans all over the world, over the country, including Canada, over our continent, Mexico, are gonna look at that schedule and make plans to go see their favorite team. So that to me that's fine when you get to do that. Let me see if I can find some more leaks for you. Dallas is at Philadelphia opening night. I'll skip that. Just couldn't put a team like Philadelphia plays a tough schedule. You telling me you couldn't put a team like the Chargers going to there? I'll be right back, fellas. Give me a second. Whoever's in the chat, I'll be right back. I was rolling too. I was interrupted. Apologize to that. Grinders in the building. Vamos is in the building. Let me get back to what I was saying. Uh, so you got Dallas opening night at Philly. I believe the Chiefs will open up as the home team against the Chargers in Rio de Janeiro. And like I told you about uh, the other matchups, uh, you got Detroit at Green Bay. That's your 4:25 game opening day. You got Green Bay and Philly in Lambeau. That is the sweeps week's big game on Fox. And what do that mean? That means that they pick two teams. They play at 4:25 Eastern Time for the whole nation to see. Nobody else is playing at the same time they are. Last year was Green Bay Detroit. That was a disaster. Usually it's the Cowboys, but they literally. I'm going to say this right now. Minnesota is a team that is going to be in a lot of primetime games. I get the feeling that the networks will regret that. I really do. I don't see nothing out of Minnesota this year. I don't. I think they'll take a step back. And I think the Bears will take a step up in that division. And who the hell knows with Green Bay and Detroit there. So what I'm trying to do now is trying to find out more. I just told you I left you off, unfortunately, with the Titans going to Denver. Hope my. Let me see something. Here we go. You find out any more leaks for you guys. All right, here we go. More leaks. Let's hope they come out. I don't want to leave you guys stranded with nothing to show for it. All right. Well, my Bleacher Report is loading, which it's not. I'm not doing NFL scores right now. It's not even playing. All right, here we go. Uh, see what's happening here. All right, here we go. We got it right. Derrick Henry's going to get a $30 million deal. Chiefs Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Prescott is excited about it. I don't care about that. Give me some leaks. Let me take a look at this team. So later tonight, the schedule comes out. And what I can say is this. I think the league is wide open. Nat Moore gets a street named after him. Who cares? Derek Carr retires. Who cares? Rasul Douglas visited the Dolphins, and there was no contract signing. Uh, Omar Kelly talking crap about the Dolphins' schedule being favorable. All right, we got some leaks. Dolphins will play in December and late January and early January at Pittsburgh, at New England, at the Jets. That's on Twitter right now. So that'll be interesting for them. All right, I got you something. So big schedule release in exactly 5 hours from now. We'll see where everybody plays. Like I said, tonight um, I'll go over primetime games. Who has a lot of primetime games? Primetime games are either 4:25 starts Eastern time, or you're playing on Sunday night football, Monday night football, or Thursday night football. So the Cam Wood train is boarding. It's gonna be a crash. That's what it's gonna be. Even though Tennessee does have a good defense, I think it'll be a long year in Nashville. All right, let's go over the NHL. Got the Panthers and the Leafs tonight. I really believe the winner tonight will win the series. So if Toronto wins, they'll win the series in seven. If Florida wins, they'll win it in six. I think the Maple Leafs have been slapped back to reality that Florida is not going to be intimidated by their Fab Five. And I think both teams have played well and played up to their expectations. So salute to both of those teams. They're playing well. I like Vegas tonight, believe it or not, to beat Edmonton and then lose in the motherland Friday night out in Alberta. Oilers will win this series. We're looking at a Dallas Edmonton collision again in the West, which is very fascinating, in my opinion. Kane is back playing well. Frederick has added some muscle for the Oilers, and with Ratnam going crazy, Dallas right now, I wouldn't say I'd give them the edge, only because they have to prove they could beat Edmonton. They have to prove they can beat Edmonton. Carolina tomorrow, we all praying, God Jesus, you end that boring series, and Hurricane fans are pissed off at guys like me and Moss are saying you guys suck ass, you boring. This put Ovi out of his posture. Who else is tomorrow night? Winnipeg. Well, that series is over in my opinion. Love Dallas tomorrow to beat Winnipeg there. Cavaliers go out with a lot of finger pointing as Indiana, who hasn't broken a sweat yet, is awaiting the Knicks for the Eastern Conference title. This will be the fourth time that these two teams will meet for the Eastern Conference Championship. The Knicks won, let's see, the Knicks won the first one and the second one. Indiana won the third one in 2000. So this is number four, like I said. 2-1 Knicks favoring that. Vamos, if you want to pull up, you can. Darkness, if you're listening, you can. Pull up, I don't care. In the West, OKC in Denver going at it. Me and Moss was checking it out last night when I was in Moss's room late last night. And, uh, I'll be in Moss's room tonight for the Vegas game. After I finish the schedule show, I'll go to Moss's room, hang out with him after the during the Vegas Edmonton game. And Denver last night showed their age down the stretch, and Hilligus Alexander was absolutely tremendous late in that game. So OKC one win away from the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 20. I guess it was 2014. I guess it's been a long time for OKC. And Minnesota, um, I think they play. Who plays tonight? Minnesota plays tonight. I think they finish off the Warriors tonight, and it'll be a Minnesota OKC Western Conference Final. And all I'm gonna say to OKC is this: Timberwolves are very hungry, and I'm gonna say this to Indiana: the Knicks are healthy again. To be fair, they did beat a banged up Knicks team last year. The Knicks are gonna be laying in the Wolves, and so are those 22,000 fans at Madison Square Garden. If there's one team Knicks fans hate with a passion, it's the Pacers. And I'm gonna get N.T up here doing that series a little bit for him. Baseball sucks ass. Who cares? Let me talk about the lottery real quick. You know, I think now fans of a team outside of New York, Philadelphia, Boston, Chicago, and the Lakers and the Spurs. I think teams now are realizing that you don't mean shit to the NBA. I had Melina and Moss up here the other day. They're both Raptor fans. And
Mhm.
when the final four teams was left, I said, this is how it's going to go. They'll never let Cooper Flag go to Charlotte. There'll be four. They're going to punish Philadelphia for the way they behave as an organization. Will be three. And this kid, Cooper Flag, is going to one of the Texas teams. And that's exactly what happened. And Moss and Molina was stunned. And it just goes to show you that if you're not in the NBA loop, and this is how the NBA treat their fans, by the way. If you are
Mhm.
a fan of a small market team, you do not exist to the NBA fandom.
Nope.
You either have to be a fan, and I'm going to ask this to Grinder in a second. You either have to be a fan of the big city teams or the big stars. If you're a Utah Jazz fan, Portland Trailblazer fan like me, not even the draft can help you because the draft is only for who the NBA wants it to be for. Am I right, Grinder?
All day.
Yeah.
Like Patrick
So
Ewing got
if
drafted by the Knicks, 85.
if you're not a Knicks fan, you're not a Celtic fan, you're not a Chicago Bull fan, you're not a Spurs fan, you're not a Lakers fan, you don't matter to the NBA. You really don't. A guy like me, for example, I support my team, no question about it. Matter of fact, beginning later this week, I'll be wearing the jerseys every day now that I got air conditioning here and it's getting warm in New York now. So thank God they put in my air conditioning tomorrow. But my point is, if you don't ride and die with the superstars or the big market teams, you're nothing to the NBA. You're absolutely nothing. How was your day, family?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, man. What do you think about the later tonight when they release the schedule in football?
You know, I'm just very interested. I want to see what the Jets gonna pull up.
Yeah, I think the Jets are going to be a much better team than people think. I really do. And the one thing about the Jets I do like about them is their defense is already set. And then they get this kid Mimbo to play offensive guard or offensive tackle, wherever they want to put him. That's why I wanted the Dolphins to get a 13, but his stock risen so high. Melina say, good afternoon to both of us. Good afternoon, Miss Melina. How are you today? Happy
Great
Wednesday.
afternoon to you, Miss
You know,
Molina.
their defense is set. I like what Aaron Glenn has to work with. I really do.
I
I'm
think
talking.
that he
Yeah,
changed
go
the
ahead.
coach. He changed the coach.
Yeah.
Gonna run the ball, sound
Hmm.
defense, and I think that You know, wherever they need the pass, they gonna put the, you know, for Fields, they gonna have some package for him, but they gonna trying to make it real easy for him. Not all that option reads and all that and everything. So I'm not gonna say the Jets gonna be in the playoff. I mean, who knows? You know how the NFL is. You never know. They get hot, but they going. I believe they can win about. I'm going to like 9 games.
Okay. You know me. I don't argue when people have opinions unless it's outrageous opinions, but I can see that. Jordan in the chat, there he is. Bless you, family. Uh,
Yeah, that's what I think. I think the key is I think the crucial part of the Jets beginning of the season they got to keep the game close. They got to run it, but they got to keep it close because new office, as you know, new office, new defense. It's going to take time.
I don't
It's going
think
to
it's going to be that hard. The Jets are already letting you know they're going to run the ball 75% of the time, and
yeah.
the quarterback is going to do a lot of read option, which I think is good for them. And to me, that's the way you win football games by grinding it out through the trenches. And I told everybody in the world the Jets were not taking Shador Sanders. They was going to take the best tackle available, and they stole him at 7, in my opinion.
I told people that too. I said they only got Fields. They're not taking Shador. I'm with you. I said they. I said, "No, how do you know they not? They taking the tackle. They running the ball, and
Yep,
I'm surprised that he was there at 7, Mace.
not me. I thought he would be lower, but he rose up. Good for him, and he's going to the right team because if no one mentions your name, that means you're doing your job at offensive line. Don't you agree with that?
I definitely agree. And the conference that he played in, a lot of people said that he did well,
Yeah,
and
it
he
was
stayed and
very.
he stayed 3 years. You know.
Yeah, I think that was just an excellent pick. I think the Jets had a good draft. Didn't you take Jason Taylor's son? Now you got your starting tight end in the second round.
Yeah.
I think the Jets did pretty good from where they were drafted.
I think just pretty good. I mean, it was not a sexy draft, but they got what they needed. You know,
Exactly.
they got
That
what
I
they
agree
needed.
with.
I didn't. People say, "Well, I don't want no sexy Jets. Draft what you needed. That's what I want."
I
And
think
so they,
most teams drafted what they needed. To me, this wasn't a
yeah,
star-studded draft. This was more of a needs draft, and it worked out for a lot of teams. A lot of teams got A's, so good for them. You know. But you excited about Cowboys, Eagles opening day, or you don't care like me?
I don't care. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm the same way. They just couldn't leave Dallas alone. They just had to show Dallas opening night, right? Just had to do it.
And the Dallas ain't had like a winning season for a
Exactly.
long time.
Yeah, I know what you're
Why?
saying. Exactly. Why? I mean, they're a third place team in that division. Why? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just gets, man, I cannot wait till they play Green Bay again so Green Bay can nuke them in Jerry's World again. Jeez. I mean, God. I mean, you couldn't wait for week 3 for Dallas, bro? Jeez. Thank you for reaching out today.
It's time. I'm like Dallas. Why? Why? What's so? I mean, I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest with you. I mean, like, let's put Miami against the Jets first week.
Oh,
Right.
God. Oh, Jesus. Just, I mean, I'm like, really? I thought they were going to put Philly LA. opening night or Philly Chargers, and they put that game.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Why you gotta put Philadelphia? And you know Philly's gonna. I ain't gonna spoil it for.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, let me get ready for last year. Who the Chiefs played last year? I forgot now. No, the Ravens, and I skipped that game too. But you get tired of seeing, and it was a hell of a game. I give them that. Lord have mercy, man. This right off the bat, really?
And they not gonna get good. They're not gonna get good ratings on that. I mean, come on.
No, they'll get great ratings. It's football, man. People gonna have money on that game. They'll
Yeah,
get great
I'm
ratings.
just saying. I'm talking us fans. Real fans. We don't care about that.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
don't. We don't.
No, you don't. I mean, again, make ruining our week. Just had to put them on. I mean, I'm like, come on, man.
I mean, y'all can't get another team play against Philadelphia.
Oh
Why
man,
does that be the
Jesus,
Cowboys?
man.
I don't know what the Giants be. I don't know. Don't even put them.
Oh Lord. Just can't stop the temptation, huh? God.
Yeah,
I
you can
think
let somebody else be. I mean, NFL, could you do something right? Why you keep on pushing the Cowboys and they keep on disappointing us, keep on disappointing the fans, and
exactly.
then
It's
you
the
got the
truth.
Dallas
What we're saying
Cowboys
up here,
fans.
folks. We're not
Yeah,
making shit up. They're a third place team in their own division. They're not better than the Redskins.
man,
They definitely ain't better than Philly. Okay. I think
yeah, with
Jason
that.
Taylor's son is going to make noise if the Jets give him a chance to prove himself. The Jets already named him the starter, Vamos. The kid can do it all. He can catch, he can block. Jets stole him at 43. Congratulations to Jason that his son was picked that high.
Yeah, because a lot of people thought they was gonna get Mason. I said no, it's not gonna. They gonna pick Jason
So,
because
me,
Mason could catch. I mean
yeah, good one.
he can catch, but he cannot do other things that Jason can. And
I
you
mean,
know, especially
he can
especially
block
on
the
the
ball.
pounding game, as you already know, brother Mace. You know, you gonna that tight end. They gonna need a tight end to block.
Well, just to let you know, Vamos, word is out that in December, late December, Miami's going to the Jets, they're going to New England, and they're going to Pittsburgh. Good luck with that, Dolphins. All in freezing cold temperature. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
And, you know, I mean, the football season. I really can't wait. I really don't. I gotta wait and everything. You know, but Cowboy, and you know, Cowboy Nation, as you know, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all get smacked again.
Yeah, man. It's like I thought they would put the Eagles with something different, and they end up putting that team there, and I'm like, Jesus, man, do I have to
I
sit?
was saddle base of Philadelphia play the Chargers.
Yeah, instead they put them in Rio against Kansas City. So that'll be that Friday night. I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to do that one? I mean, really?
Tell the truth, Mace, and I'm glad that you brought it up. It gets tiring right now. I said, I mean, we know who picked them, but come on, y'all doing too much.
Yeah,
Now the casual fans, they don't even know me. But we told me and you real fans, they doing too much. Come on, it's getting right now that I don't even want to watch certain games.
yeah, it's gotten to that point with me. I tell you that.
I remember back in the day, they used to put up, especially the AFC and South to play good teams and all that, but they all this it's. I mean, like
All right.
that's what like.
No, go ahead.
Man, this all this interchange and all that be like, come on, like Dallas, really? Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones is paying you off, right?
Hmm. I can see
Yeah,
that.
I forgot. Right, right. Yeah, Jerry
All
Jones.
right.
Yeah.
The first Sunday night game has been leaked, and it's a pretty good one. The rematch in good weather will be Baltimore at Buffalo. Okay.
Hey, look, look now. Now, I said, let me say this. I rather you put them in the first. I put them in the first week
Yeah, I would agree with that.
and
Also,
switch that.
the first Monday night game, which I will skip because of who's playing that night, will be Minnesota at Chicago. I will skip it.
Oh, yeah, can't skip that.
No, thank you.
You gotta watch that.
No, thank you. So your primetime games, first weekend of the NFL, September 4th, Cowboys at Eagles. September 5th, LA Chargers at Kansas City, but the game is in Rio de Janeiro. Your first 425 game is Detroit at Green Bay. And then you got Lamar that night against Josh Allen. And then on Monday night, Minnesota at Chicago. Minnesota's going to be in a lot of primetime games. But like I said, there may be buyer's remorse with that one. All right, week 4 is the Vikings and Steelers, 8:30 in the morning from Dublin, Ireland. I mean, excuse me, Vikings and Steelers, yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you the other game that is leaked that day. Let me get it. All right, they didn't say who the game is. So that is week number 4. Week 5, is the Vikings and Broncos from London. The Vikings going to do back-to-back weeks. Week 6, this is for our good friend Grinder up here. 8:30 Eastern time in the morning. Broncos at versus the Jets. It's a Jets home game. Week 7, Jaguars and Rams. It's a Jaguars home game. They starting all these early games at 8:30 in the morning. I like that. Falcons and Colts in Berlin. That's a 9:30 start. That's a pretty good game. And that's as far as I got. I was looking for those games, and I told you the other ones. So it's going to be
Mhm.
interesting. Tonight I'll give you everything. Moss
What
is
time you
talking
going? What time you going on tonight?
7:30. Moss is talking about. Yeah, everybody knows about Skins and Dolphins in Madrid. That's 8:30. I think it's November. It is the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So the Dolphins will have their bye Thanksgiving weekend. They'll be off that weekend. Week 3, Thursday night football at Buffalo. Eh. I'll say it again. I think it's going to be a very long year in Miami, bro.
You think so?
I do, man. I do. It is what it is, man. When you suck ass, you really suck ass. And the Dolphins suck ass right now. I think the most improved team in that division, because they have the best coach in the division, is going to be New England. New England is back, fellas. I hate to tell you that.
Yeah.
Pats are back, baby.
And the second one in the division is I said, going.
I, I look at it this way. I'm going to go with the Patriots for second, but the Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins could finish second or finish last in that division. That's the way I look at it. I don't look at the AFC East as even a Super Bowl team because you know Buffalo's going to lose in the playoffs, so you can't take them seriously. You know what I'm saying? You know, right now to me, well, I'm just waiting to see what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. If Rodgers go to the Steelers, then I'll go Steelers Bengals in the AFC. Right now, I like the Bengals to come out of the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like Kansas City. Speaking of Kansas City, they begged to be on Christmas Day, so they got their wish. They just don't know who they're playing. So again, your Thanksgiving game is Detroit is undecided. Kansas City will play at Dallas at 4:45 Eastern time, and we're gonna all find out later tonight who's playing the Thanksgiving night game. Christmas Day, the Chiefs are playing. They don't have an opponent. Detroit is at Minnesota. That's going to be your late afternoon game, and then there's going to be a night game on Amazon Christmas Day. So, um, take it for what it's worth. And again, for everybody who just came in, Detroit at Green Bay is your first 4:25 game opening day on Fox. That's your 4:25 game. And Sweeps Week, which is for television, getting new advertisers for your product. That game will be Philadelphia at Green Bay 4:25 on week 10. The whole country gets to see that game. It's the only game playing that day. So you got the Packers in two marquee games. You know you got them week 16 at Chicago. That's a Saturday night game on Fox. There you go. More games will be leaked later on. Moss got Dolphins at Buffalo on Thursday Night Football. I know this about the Dolphins. For you Dolphin guys out here, December/January, which means the end of the season, at at New England, at the Jets, and at Pittsburgh. So, good luck with the cold weather, Miami. Good luck with that. So, those leaks are coming out. I got those leaks. Jets, I don't have leaks for the Jets really. I think they're going to keep that hush hush. So
Yeah.
we're all going to be looking forward to that.
Yeah. But to get back to the Jets, I know people gonna ask
Yeah,
me,
good.
yo, the Jets gonna make to the playoffs. I said if they're gonna make to the playoffs, they're not gonna go far. It's gonna take them some time. I say anything can happen, that's true. Anything can happen in the NFL. I'm just being realistic.
Okay. I mean, you know me. I don't comment on things like that. I just let people say how they truly feel.
I'm
Cause
just
like I
gotta be
said,
realistic, brother
no, no, no,
Mace.
no. I'm not saying nothing towards you. What I'm saying is,
I'm saying yeah.
uh, like I said, Jets, Dolphins, Patriots. Any of them could finish second. Any of them could finish last. That's what I
Last.
say.
Right. That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know which order it's gonna be, but that's what I say. So
So, people like, oh, Jet Nation, oh yeah, listen, it takes time, the offense to gel. It takes time the defense to gel. It takes time the coach to work with the players. So I'm just saying, be patient. I'm just saying, NFL, anything can happen. I'm not
you're right
saying don't.
about that. You're
Anything can
right.
happen in the NFL. Anything.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
talking
would
about for
agree with
me,
that.
yeah, right. But as for me, I'm being realistic.
Hmm. I agree. Boy, look at the Bills' home schedule: Bengals, Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles, Tampa.
Yeah.
Wow, what a home schedule for Buffalo. You're a Bills fan. You got season tickets. You're gonna have a good time. Miami, same thing. Miami got a great home schedule for their fans. I would get season tickets right now. I'm a Dolphin fan. You know what I'm saying? Let
You
me
know,
ask you this.
good.
Let me ask you this. Going back to the Jets for a second. Uh, I know you like the hire because you saw Aaron Glenn play as a great Jet back in the '90s.
Yes.
Are you going to enjoy that passing game on
Are
Lock
you?
Thereof? On Lock Thereof, it's going to be pounding ground.
I want some different option. I like that. Run and pound and stuff. I know people get born, but you know, Mace, that I think that Aaron Glenn is from the old school, from part. You know, he's from the parcel tree. You know that I know that.
Yeah, of course.
So he prepared that team to run and pound. So in case when the season goes deeper, like in October, November, the cold, so he preparing them for that.
Yeah, they're gonna be tough to beat in the cold weather come
That's
after
what he
Thanksgiving
preparing
point.
them for. And
Yeah,
then right. And so
like I
he
said, their defense is outstanding.
yeah.
The Jet defense is outstanding. Mimbo is gonna fix the offensive line. They got two good backs. They can just run all day. Plus, you do the read option with Fields, and he's going to throw the ball all the time to number five, so he's going to be happy.
Yeah, he's gonna be real happy. And I'm just like, and then they got and now you can't forget, but they got another tight end for Ohio State. I'm just saying, I don't see how many reps he going to get. I mean, I don't know he gonna make the team. I don't. He should make the team, but I think that it's going to be. I mean, like if you real real football fans, that mean you going to appreciate the uh the play because I think that Glenn said, "Listen, you have to stop this running gun play. Yeah, I mean, we have to stop this running because they gonna pound." And I'm just saying again, it's gonna take time, got
Yeah,
patience.
the team I'm really anxious to see is Seattle this year. I was talking me and
Yes,
305 and talking. 305 is in love. Shout out to 305, by the way. He's in love with Milrow, and and he's beginning to focus. He knows there's no hope in Jacksonville. He's beginning to focus out in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm with him. They had a killer draft, and it's going to be fun seeing that team grow up in front of everybody's eyes. That's the one team I'll be focusing on a lot this season.
and I think Seattle got to steal Melrose.
Yeah, they got him. Yeah, fourth round
That's
pick.
a steal.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be looking forward to looking at them a lot. That's one of the things I'm going to be talking about tonight with the schedule coming out. Like what teams I'm going to be focusing on. I can tell you right now that team will be one of them.
See the schedule.
I just looked at some of the Buffalo games, and for fantasy purposes, Josh Allen is a real nice proposition to take in the third round. And you know me, I do a lot of the fantasy stuff now. I start scouting who I want, who I'm going to pick, who I think fits what I want to do with my team. So um, I'm gonna be looking at him. I'm gonna be looking at your running back, who right now you're not gonna believe I'm about to tell you. Right now, your running back, I forgot the young man's name. The kid from
Brees Hall.
yeah. They got him in the 40s. That means if you play in an 18 league, he's a fifth, sixth rounder. That can be a steal for somebody.
Definite steal.
So I've been looking at a lot of the things around. So it'll be interesting.
Well, also, Mace, I want to bring this up about Buffalo because I forgot to bring this up the last time I was up here. There's quite a few people that they say, yeah, Buffalo. I say, yeah, no, Buffalo had no problem to get to the playoffs. Could you beat Kansas City?
No.
That's
Can
all
you
I'm
beat
asking.
can you beat
Could you beat Kansas
Cincinnati?
City?
No. And I told people this, the reason why I'm riding and dying with Cincinnati this year is because he's the only quarterback that won a championship game in Kansas City and beat Buffalo in the snow in a playoff game in Buffalo.
Right.
The other teams I don't take seriously enough. You know what I'm saying? And if the
Yeah.
Steelers get Rodgers, I would like that proposition.
Yeah, and I'm saying that and I talked to them. I said, yeah, but we talk about Kansas City. I said, well, all right, I'm saying like Buffalo, you beat Kansas City and Cincinnati, and maybe I could take you seriously. And
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
Cincinnati, we got high potent offense. Cincinnati, but they has little defense. Little defense. Listen, as long as they have a defense that cannot break,
Yeah, I agree
that's
with that.
it.
I agree with that. You know,
Get a defense that cannot break. Just tell defense. Listen, just don't break. Just give us the ball. We can score. Just don't break, and we good.
when you look at
And
the
that is a scary team. And
when you
it's not just the
yeah,
passing; they can also run the ball too. That I'm gonna tell you, that's the team in the AFC. You better watch out.
I can say this. When you look at the AFC, you break down the teams. Denver has a Super Bowl defense now. But what you wonder about Denver is Bo Nix going to take the next step? He should with Sean Payton, but you never know. The
Right,
Chargers are the Chargers. They're the Dolphins of the West. When you get so excited about them, look what happens when they get to the playoffs. And I was talking about, oh, they're going to get this receiver and that receiver. I'm looking at them like, yeah, you mind? Jim Harbaugh drafting two running backs and a tackle tells you that they're going to run the football and take the football out of Herbert's hands because if you've seen Herbert's last two playoff games, he has zero touchdowns, one touchdown, eight picks. So, hey,
right,
okay. Um, the Jets I like, but I think the Jets will be better next year when they
right,
add more to their offense. The defense is there, folks, with the Jets. Who else? Pittsburgh I like a lot because I just think their defense is not getting any younger, but they can still win for you if the quarterback is competent. Whoever it is, who the hell knows? Baltimore, like I said about Lamar, can you win a big game for once on the road, bro, or in the play? And
that's the thing. That
The Chiefs are the Chiefs. I think the Raiders will be improved. And like I said about Miami earlier, I just think Miami, it's just not there, man. It's not there. It's just not there for them. It's not. Something about them I don't like. And, I can't stand the Dolphin community, but that's a story for a different day. But I don't know with Miami, bro. I don't. I don't. I really don't. And Buffalo, like you said, you can't take them seriously. They'll win that division, whole hum, but come playoff time, they're gonna find a way to get bumped. And he stole the MVP from Lamar Jackson, by the way.
that was stolen. Right.
Yeah, that definitely stolen from Lamar Jackson. I mean, pathetic. And that's the AFC story. And Houston, with an easier schedule, Houston should win that division easy. On the other side, I know this is gonna surprise people, but I'm gonna say it now. When I rank the NFC, I'll go Rams one with the Eagles, one, two, Tampa Bay three. I'm gonna go Atlanta four, Dallas five.
Whoa! I thought you were gonna say Minnesota 5.
No, no, I don't. The NFC. You know what's gonna happen to the NFC North this year? They'll come back to reality. Dallas, Philadelphia, Washington, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Baltimore. Mm-hmm. You tell me. That is called a
I'm not
real
just saying.
schedule,
I'm not
folks.
saying just saying it. I don't. I like it.
I'm trying to think who I would put six. I'll put the winner of the NFC South, NFC North six, because they're going to play a tougher schedule. I don't see it for none of those teams. And then who makes the last spot at the playoffs is between, I think the NFC East
I
will
tell
be
you,
a
one team
team.
ain't gonna do shit. It's the Giants, so we might
Oh
just
yeah, yeah.
scratch them out. Period.
The
Get them
Giants are
out.
not even the Giants are not even in the equation.
I just putting it out there. That's all.
You know, the Giants, this man, they who the hell knows with them? I can't stand that team. Who the hell knows with them? You know what I'm saying? But right now, folks, that's what I like in both leagues. I think Seattle will be improved. That'll be a team I'll be watching closely. Like I said, the NFC North is overrated, and it will be proven this year. And I think the two teams in the South, which will be Tampa Bay and Atlanta, will be very, very improved. I think Tampa Bay, like I said, I got them third in the NFC right now. They're that good. So it's going to be some fun times this year in football. Remember tonight, folks, I'll be back, and I'm not leaving yet. I'll be back later tonight, and we will go through the primetime games. And very interestingly, who has the most primetime games? So that should be fun uh, later tonight. How many games you think the Jets get on primetime, Grinder? Remember, no more Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. I give and take primetime games
Yeah, that means you're playing at 4:25, or you're playing on Thursday, Sunday,
all day.
or Monday Night Football. How many games you think the Jets got on that? I don't know yet. I'll find. We're gonna all find out tonight together.
I said give and take 3 or 4 games.
Okay, we'll find out tonight. I will predict
You hear it
because
first on here.
of who they're playing on the strength of schedule. I will say the Packers will have the most prime time because they're playing against Lamar Jackson, Joe
Yeah,
Burrow,
that's what I. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, Philadelphia. That's 4:25. That's one of their games already. Detroit, one of their 4:25 games already. Dallas, of course, at Dallas. Jaden Daniels. That will probably be a 1 o'clocker. And then they got Pittsburgh. Like I said, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Cincinnati. So they should be playing a lot on prime time this year. I say them, of course, Dallas. Why I don't know, and Kansas City will be playing a lot of prime time. I could give you those three right there.
Now, what about Washington?
Maybe I think they want to see it again. That's why they put Dallas at
Right.
the opening night spot, which I think is a joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's criminal that they put the Cowboys there. I mean, absolute criminal that they put them there. Knicks locked it up tonight, man.
They should.
Hey,
Well,
I hit up Auntie on his Instagram, and he said, "Yeah, I remember you said that." He said, "It's been crazy." I said, "Yeah, I know." But if you don't know, folks, last August when the Knicks got they traded those picks for my guy Michael Bridges, I said they will make the finals against OKC, and Knicks Pacers, folks, next week is going to be like old times here in New York, folks, and in Indianapolis. These two teams cannot stand each other.
yeah.
These franchises don't respect each other. Remember, Indiana won game seven here, and the
Yep.
Knicks had a lot of players injured. Now the Knicks are healthy. Indiana hasn't even broken a sweat yet. The last time Indiana was this good, folks, and they didn't break a sweat, they lost game seven at Madison Square Garden against the Knicks Eastern Conference Finals 31 years ago. So it's looking deja vu for the Indiana Pacers, who hasn't been challenged yet. Beat Milwaukee in five, beat Cleveland in five. Now they get the hated Knicks, just like the Knicks get the hated Pacers. You know Spike Lee will be there starting shit. I think who had it last year when Knicks played the Pacers? Oh, that was regional, so that was TNT. I think ESPN gets the East this year, so those games will be on ESPN. So I'm gonna go with the Knicks because I picked them to go to the finals. I live here in New York. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I know the temperature. They had
Definitely.
50,000 fans outside Madison Square Garden. So, Grinder, let me ask your expertise. If they're going uptown from 32nd Street, that means if you have 50,000 people, that probably gets you to what street going uptown on Broadway? What
Yeah.
would you say?
Was that
Like,
what?
if 50,000 people were there, and there was 50,000 people the other night watching the game on the jumbo screen at Madison Square Garden, if you're going uptown, that means 32nd, 33rd, 34th Street, how many blocks you think it took for those fans, 50,000 from 32nd Street going uptown?
And probably like 5, 6 blocks.
Yeah, I agree with you. I had a guy up the other night in Moss's room trying to look at the diagram, and I'm like, bro, I live here. I've been down there over a
Hey,
thousand times in my lifetime. You're trying to tell me I don't know how far the circumference of the goddamn avenues are?
and then you understand that this too. You as you already know, Mace. You know around there, a lot of people understand this. As you know, Mace, around there, that's historic.
Yes,
It's historic.
definitely.
So there's a lot of history around the area. So you know when you go, they history, and then you can be on stress. So this is what I'm saying. Picture if the Knicks that I really believe could beat Indiana and go to the finals. Y'all saying 50,000.
Shit, it'd be like 200,000, bro.
And I'm telling you, now we talking about 30 second going towards going going
42nd
towards
Street,
going towards
42nd Street,
Central
42nd.
Park.
Yeah, could be, yeah. And they'll put jumbo screens everywhere here. That's nothing to us here in New York, bro.
Right.
Yeah, to me, looking at that series now that both teams are healthy,
Yes.
the Halliburton versus Brunson matchup is going to win that series.
Yeah.
Whoever's on their game will win that series for their
Yeah,
respective
Halliburton
teams.
now he got to play deep, and also Brunson they got to play deep.
And it's going to be good. I mean, this series is what you want in the NBA, folks. I'm sorry. The Celtics bore me to death. All they do is shoot threes, and now they're about to go home. And I
It's
don't want to
not.
hear about Tatum because Tatum was out, got hurt with 3 minutes left in the game, down 10. I don't want to hear these national communists talking bullshit. Tatum is gone. He won't be playing next year either. So Boston, you better start getting your money up to go get somebody to replace. Go ahead, Glenn.
No, I was saying. No, I was saying is that as us being real basketball fans, and I know in NBA is not a sexy pick, but you know this matches this series has to happen. You know, you got two they hate each other. That's what you want. Yeah,
That's what you
we
want.
don't like Indiana. Indiana don't like us. Let's go. Both, as you know, let's be honest, right?
Yeah. I mean,
But
I'm
I ain't
tired.
mean to bring up. I ain't mean to bring up old shit. Let's just be honest, right? The Knicks went to Boston, and they talking about Boston going to sweep. Boston going to beat them in five. You are defending champions. and they Knicks came back at you twice and beat you one time in overtime and one in a regulation. All right, you got one in Madison Square Garden, give and take. Okay. But now the Knicks came, boom, boom, like that, and win fourth game. And then you talk, oh, look at Tatum. Listen, we don't wish no player to get hurt, but come on.
No, not at all.
The Knicks was already up.
Yeah, I agree.
Come
I
on, y'all.
agree.
Y'all trying to make it think that the Knicks, if he would have scored here, I don't care if he scored 60, they would still lost.
Let me ask you this. I know you don't follow hockey, but your Islanders, for some miracle of God, won the lottery. They were supposed to be the Islanders pulled the Dallas Mavericks. They're supposed to be the 10th pick, and they went up to number one. What? How do you feel about the Islanders, man? That's a lost franchise now, bro, with no direction. How do you
Every
feel
yeah,
about
when we talk about New York sports, we don't talk about Islanders,
it? No, you
but
don't.
we don't. But that's the last hockey team that we had that was in the dynasty. But that's years ago. That's 40 years ago. I I I'm gonna start watching hockey again too because but I hope and Mace knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're
I
talking about. You're a
hope
big
when
Islander fan.
I hope the Islanders when they build a team, when they first came in existence in '72, I hope they build a team like that. That I doubt it, but I hope they build a team like that.
Well, one thing they're gonna have going for them is they're gonna have two young centers they can build around, and that's a huge building block for them.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we'll find out. I'll keep you abreast on it on what the Islanders are doing.
Yeah,
You and
and I'm gonna
Freddie,
start watching hockey too. I'm gonna start to make time to come to watch hockey too. I know a little hockey too, y'all, but I think you have two centers you could build on that. I just want the Islanders if they could just go back and see how they built team in the '70s.
yeah,
I hope they take some formula and do that.
it'd be interesting with them. We talked about the Knicks. We talked about the. I know where I'm gonna go to next for you. We talked about the Jets. Let's get to it. Are you happy with the way Soto's been carrying himself, or are you a little disappointed in the way he's been acting?
It's
Mets
an
fans are
asshole
very pissed.
sometimes.
Yeah, Mets are
Someone
pissed.
could be an asshole, but
Yeah,
I like he play. He's an asshole. So just play Soto. You know what I mean?
Mets are looking good, man. What you think? Seriously, you think they can win it
I
all?
think I think
Their team is
the
that
Mets
good.
is looking good. I mean they I remember now remember if you remember we talked about a few months ago and I talked about I am very concerned of the pitching started pitching.
Yeah,
But so far they've been holding up and Mets be winning close games now.
yeah. Mets, folks. I picked
This
them to
is the
win the
money
NL
they
East.
in the top. I think top 10 of top 10 of record. They was in the top five, but
The Knicks. I mean, the Mets are a good team. I mean, finally,
finally
Mr.
right.
Mr. Cohn put his money where his mouth is. Well, how do
Yeah,
you what,
he said he gonna spin now.
what do you think about Soto saying that Alonso is no judge? He said that 2 weeks ago.
Soto man, just play, just play. Soto, just play ball. Come on, Soto. Man.
Over
I mean,
under 95 wins for the Mets.
so Soto, just play, man. You say I mean, come on, Soto, just play, man. Let the Yankees be the Yankees. Just play, ball. Just concentrate of where you at in Willis Point. Okay, concentrate in Willis Point. Forget about the
Yeah.
money. You're in
Over
Willis
under
Point now.
over under 95 wins for the Mets. What you think? Over under.
I mean, concentrate in Willis Point. Okay, forget about the Yankees. Huh?
No, I'm
You
asking you.
can't compare the Yankees and the Mets anyway. You can't.
Yeah, but let me ask you, over under 95 wins for the Mets. Do they win 95 or less or 95 or more in your opinion?
Can I explain it?
Are the Mets going to win 95 games over or under? Over means they'll win 100. Under means they'll
I
win.
said they with Soto. I said they went over 95.
I agree with that. I got the Mets winning 102. I
I
think
said
they're
103, but we did
you could say
102.
103. Yeah, I think they're that good. I think the Braves have shot their load, and the Phillies, who the hell knows what's going on with them. And let me ask you this: do Soto put you over the hump versus the Dodgers or the Padres?
Can I explain that?
Do the Mets does Juan Soto put you
They
over the
one
hump
Soto.
against the
Yeah,
Dodgers or the Padres?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, so that means you got the Mets going to the World Series. All right.
yeah.
We're good, bro. I'm out of here. Hey, 8 o'clock. I mean 7:30 tonight. I'll be back, and I'll give you guys more leaks, and then we'll do the whole schedule tonight.
Oh yeah, Mace. What time? What time? What time? So you coming
Seven
on?
seven 7:30. 7:30. I'll be on.
Okay, now Mace.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it again. If the Knicks win, I know you can't do it tonight. Give it. Is it possible I can have you up there tomorrow?
I'll be up there. I promise. Knicks
Okay,
win it. If the Knicks win it tonight, I'm there. Or whenever the Knicks win this series, I'm there. Right?
right. Yeah, I'll let
Right.
you know. The Knicks win this. Yeah, Knicks win tonight. It be tomorrow. I'm not gonna do. I'll probably do like maybe a video maybe. But if they win, but if they win, because it's gonna be late. Because you gonna be yeah because you gonna go through the schedule, and I want to check. I want to check what the Jets of the prime time games. So I'm gonna be checking off and on. But it be tomorrow, y'all. We gonna talk about if the Knicks win tonight, the series, break up the game, and then also the series against Indiana and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Melina,
why?
give him.
So Mace will be on my side.
Okay. Yeah. We'll talk about it. Melina, get home safely, and everybody, Moss, get home safely. Vamos, and of course the great grinder. I will see you, and people in the clouds. I'll see you tonight, folks. 7:30. I'll be on for the pregame show with the schedule. Be good,
All
grinder.
right. All right.
Take care,
Thank you,
everybody. You too,
Mace.
man. Appreciate everybody coming in. See you tonight, everybody, in exactly 3.5 hours. See you then.